What's up, everybody? Josh Armijo here. Hope everybody's doing good and well and stuff. I got an Arsenal inventory update to do for you. It's gonna be a vinyl one this time. It's been quite a good little bit since I've done a vinyl update for you, and I got a good little stack of black and death metal to show you guys. So I will kindly ask all of you viewers of my channel and subscribers who are vinyl lovers to get the dicks out, because it's gonna be a nice little analog wank fest for all of you. So let's get this party started. These first four records I got from Dark Descent when they did that 6-year anniversary sale, I think. It was towards the end of the year. That was how I was able to get those Crypt CDs. I got some Blood Incantation and Spectral Voice CDs, but I got a couple of vinyl titles that I had been wanting to add to my collection for quite some time. And I got 4 records to show you from that lot. First off is something that I'm pretty sure most of you guys already know. I'm a huge fan of Paul Speckman and anything that he does. Master, Abomination, and of course this project right here. This is Death Strike with fucking Death. Yeah. Incredible death metal. Pretty much the precursor to a lot of what Paul Speckman had been doing with his career. And with a release like fucking Death, it really showcased how incredible of an album it was. I mean, songs like The Truth, Pay to Die, Man Killed America, it's just an incredible, raw piece of death metal, and it's just old school to the very touch here. Very nice little glossy cover on here. You got the back on here with the band members and the track listings. Comes on a standard black vinyl, and this little lyric sheet here with liner notes about Paul Speckman, band photo and lyrics right here. Let me slip this back in here right quick. Simple black vinyl. Old school style. Old school look for it. The way it should be for a classic sort of death metal release. Very good job with this one. And of course you've seen the flag posted up in my videos in the past, so yeah. Death Strike is great, so check them out. Next is something I've shown in CD form, but this is the vinyl version, and this is really, really cool stuff. This is Hasal with their debut album Thor. This is the 2014 Crypt version, licensed and distributed through Dark Descent. Pretty much what I've already talked about when I mentioned the CD, a cult classic Polish death metal record. Hard to find on CD. I'm glad it got the reissue treatment. This is the gatefold itself. You got lyrics on this side, more on this side, band photo. This is the limited Blood of the Gods edition, limited to only 100 copies, and it came on this really nice red, black marble merge. Show you the color right here. Turn that around. It's a very nice vinyl color, and it also sounds great too. Got a little bit more black on this side with the red shown off in bits and pieces, but this is a really cool little vinyl color. And of course you can still pick up copies of this through Dark Descent, as I'm pretty sure it is sold out through the Crypt. But yeah, if you want to get into really awesome, lesser known Polish death metal, get into something like Thor by Hasal. Really incredible release. Something worth paying attention to. Next is a band that I've been obsessing over heavily over the last couple of months. Showed a CD of this band, and I gotta thank Matt from Witch Clan for re-sparking my interest in wanting to get to know this band better. I'm talking about Slotless with their debut album Hail to Fire. I really don't remember if this came out on CD first or tape first, but this had a limitation prior to it being released on vinyl. This is the 2014 Iron Bonehead Productions reissue, I think. Really awesome album cover. You have the back on here, and I like what this says on the back here. Side of Satan, which is the A side, and Face of Death, which is the B side. And of course you have this quote here that says, "Battle your eyes with fire in the flame of the Master's light." So fucking cool. This is some seriously excellent Chilean black metal with the death and thrash elements very much relevant and well put here. You got a nice little gatefold here with this extended artwork here. Very beautiful artwork here. I love the way that this turned out here. Comes on a standard black vinyl and comes with a lyric sheet with this really cool little goat here with a chalice and an upside down cross here. You got some lyrics on the back here. And yeah, such a killer fucking album. I'm gonna hunt down the CD and tape versions eventually because I really love this fucking record. That comes with a nice little fold-out poster, which I'm gonna show you here momentarily. Some extensions of the concepts and artwork here. Got the big band logo right here. I don't know if you're able to see that well or not, but good God, this is so fucking badass. I love the way that this artwork looks here. It suits this band's style. Chili knows how to create great black metal, great death metal, thrash, anything. Slotless is one of those bands to be supportive of and check out. So check out Slotless. And the last CD from the, the last record from the Dark Descent stack here is an album that came out in 2014, and honestly, I'm kicking myself in the nuts for having forgotten about this record. Had I listened to this album back then, and had I listened to it sooner, I would have included it in my top 10 or even top 5 of 2014, because I love this album that much already, and it's just, man, I can't get enough of this. This is Zom with their debut album, Flesh Assimilation. Man. Near perfection, I would say. These guys are based out of Ireland, and they play an almost punkish, straightforward hybrid of black metal and death metal. The best of both worlds brought forward together in such an amazing sonic sort of sound. Really cosmic, out of this world sort of material. I mean, you can hear it in the echoed vocals, really awesome drum beats, great riff work. It's just fantastic. It came in this pretty interesting sort of sleeve here. I don't know if you're going to be able to see that or not, but I'm going to pan it up and down. But this is the expanded artwork. This is also a flag through Dark Descent Records if you want to buy a flag version of that. I know Sean Count Blaggerith has a flag of this artwork. It's just so incredible, futuristic looking too. It fits the concepts that this band brings. It's awesome. And on the opposite side here, you have the track listing, gigantic Zom logo, band credits and information. This is a co-release between Dark Descent Records and Invictus Productions. I got the label exclude Dark Descent version, which is a silver with black splatter. This is, of course, the Invictus Productions on one side, and you have Dark Descent on the other side. Seriously incredible, incredible metal here. This really does justice to a lot of the stuff this band had put out in the past. It's really sensational. Of course, better late than never, but still, I would have wanted to give this album more of a chance than I even tried to give it. But yeah, I can't recommend this album enough. This is mandatory purchasing. Buy the CD, buy the vinyl, buy it however the hell you can. Flesh Assimilation by Zom. This is so fucking good. Next is an album that was in my 2012 year-end list, and I had been waiting for this album to get a vinyl version for many, many years. And once it finally did come out, I was excited. I hopped on board, got me a copy, and went on from there. This is DERKETA with their debut album, In Death We Meet. Iron City Death Doom is the best proper way to get to know a band like DERKETA. They were one of the very first all-female death metal, doomy death metal bands to ever exist. They came out with a bunch of really excellent demos in the early 90s. Great material. Of course, they had been stagnant for a couple of years, but then later on in the 2000s, they decided to reform, create material, and work on a brand new full length. And of course, that full length was their debut, In Death We Meet. I loved it so much, I put it in my top 20 of of 2012, and I still think all this time later it's a sensational piece of death and doom metal. This is the 2014 remastered version, by the way. The band re-released it with a new remastering, and I think it sounds just as good as the original version does. And this vinyl version is a 2 LP. It comes with 2 bonus tracks, one of them being a Troops of Doom Sepultura cover, and a multitude of live tracks performed by the current lineup. Of course, you have the nice album cover art here. You have the gatefold with lyrics and credits and information and all that stuff. Of course, you have the principal band members in the back here. Like I said, this is a 2 LP. Comes with a nice little mini poster here of the logo, album cover, and the band members. And I believe this vinyl version is limited to 500 copies. And the vinyl version that I got is a clear with a blue haze around it. It's a nice vinyl color. I like the way this looks. It sounds pretty good too. Originally it was supposed to be the other way around. It was supposed to be blue with a clear around it, and I got an email getting asked if I wanted to maybe wait until the right version came out or switch it for something else, and I was like, you know what, fuck it. I've been waiting for this for a very, very long time. I'm just grateful to have any one version of this album, whether it be colored or not. This is really incredible death doom, and I look forward to DERKETA hopefully working on some brand new material very soon, so go support In Death We Meet by DERKETA. This album still kicks major ass. Next record is a completion of a discography. This is my favorite French black metal band. This is Antaeus with Blood Libels. This was the last album that they put out. This came out through Norma Evangelium Diaboli, or NoFDia for short. For those who want to know the shorter abbreviation of that. Yeah. Seriously killer album. I believe this was the album that featured the bassist LSK, rest in peace. She did an amazing job on this record, but as far as the actual album is concerned, Blood Libels is sensational French black metal. Very savage, very raw, very in-your-face, very confrontational. That's what I love about Antaeus' style. They bring it every single time. Of course, I should mention this is an alternate cover art. You have a chalice full of mealworms, and mealworms on the bottom of the chalice here. On the back, you have the original cover with the bloody hands. You got a nice little gatefold here. Comes with a printed inner sleeve. If I can take it out right quick. I hate when sleeves get stuck like this sometimes, but yeah, anyway. Kind of small to read, but it says Blood Libels on this side. You have the miniature Antaeus logo on here. And it comes with a pretty nifty little booklet. Got the lyrics, and all in the shape of a cross. And of course you have the band members themselves. Very good stuff here. Got the artwork on here. Very great stuff. I long for the day that Antaeus comes out with a brand new record. I don't really think they're doing anything live much lately, but if they decide to come out with a brand new record, I will be all ears and ready to pick it up. Comes on a black vinyl. Good little labels on here. But yeah, great French black metal. Very much worth looking into and listening to. Buy the CD version if you have to. I think it's worth it. Next is my favorite death metal record of 2015, by far and away. I could not wait to get the vinyl version of this, and I'm really happy that I did. This is Pissgrave with Suicide Euphoria. Profound Lore Records. It's so damn awesome to see this nasty shit in blown up LP-sized shape. I mean, don't you love it when you buy a CD and when you get a vinyl, you want to see the album cover just blown up to the size of an LP frame, the shape of an LP sleeve? It's just so disgusting. It's just nasty. I mean, you just want to get a soup ladle, and you want to dip it in and serve yourself a bowl of whatever is in here with some soup crackers and some tomato juice. I don't know what the fuck I'm going on here about, but anyway, fucking great album. Very raw, disgusting death metal. I cannot get enough of this. Of course, pretty much like the CD, it's simplistic. It's to the point. No bells or whistles, no lyrics or anything like that. You have the band members themselves, the track listing, and it comes on a printed inner sleeve. Simplistic, just like the CD. Blown up opposite side of the thing with the melted flesh, the body in the bathtub. It's fucking nasty. 180 gram black vinyl. Sounds great. They did a fantastic job with this record, and I am really impressed with it. I'm pretty sure this record is still readily available, and it is very reasonably priced. Just as simple as the CD, the vinyl is simple too, but you are getting your money's worth with this. And since we're on the topic of Pissgrave, I got a little bonus goodie to show you guys. One of my viewers had sent me this. Told me that he figured that I would appreciate this a lot more than he did. And you know who you are, and I'm very grateful that you sent this to me. Since I have Pissgrave on CD and vinyl, got the tape. This is the demo that came out in 2014, I think, through Graceless Recordings. This was a very generous thing of this guy to do, and I'm very fucking grateful to have this tape, to have some of the earlier workings of this band in the tape format. Of course, just as nasty and as uncomfortable to look at as the sleeve, the LP CD cover. It's just sensational. Pro tape here with the Pissgrave logo on here. Some songs that didn't appear on the full-length album are on here, and I think they sound fantastic. It's just nasty and ugly, just like the full-length album, and I want to hear more, so go support Pissgrave for goodness sake. Next is a vinyl version of something that I've shown here previously, and I know a lot of you vinyl lovers have been itching to get your hands on this one, but yeah, let's get it on. This is Intolerantarian with Death Angle Absolution. Final Agony Records pressing. Yeah, I've shown the CD version, I've shown the tape version. Pretty much what I've said in those previous discussions still stands. Very hate-fueled, angry, grinding, berserker noisecore. Pretty much if you're into power violence or grindcore or death metal or black metal, all of those brought in together for some really insane, improvised insanity. I fucking love this record, and it makes me appreciate the madness that somebody like Antichrist Kramer does. Of course, this is not going to be for everybody, and if this is not going to appeal to you, listen to something else that's suitable to your standards. This is not for you. This is for the seasoned underground metal listener, I would say. If you feel you are at that level, then listen to something like Intolerantarian. Prepare for hatefulness, prepare for nastiness, prepare for Death Angle Absolution. Comes with this nice little glossy book here. You got the Lone Wolf Berserker thing here. I got the patch. I already showed you the patch of this. Intolerantarian logo. Nice little artwork on here with credits. You got the principal band members. You got Antichrist Kramer himself, the band members. The lyrics to the spoken word stuff. Truly, legitimately hateful shit. Even over the top, too. And of course, this is really 9 songs with breaks and blasts in between, totaling to 146 songs. And this was limited to 369 copies. I have a little promo card here from a Nuclear War Now order that was saying what kind of, what the limitation of the pressings were. 300 on white 180 gram vinyl, 69 on blood red 180 gram vinyl. And of course, being the diehard that I am, this is the version I got. Blood red 180 gram vinyl. They did a tremendous job with this. You got the art on this side. You got Intolerantarian Death Angle Absolution on this side. And one thing that I've noticed when I've seen people talk about this, I have not seen anybody mention this, and this is one of my all-time favorite things about records, is when they etch something in the dead wax part of the record. You're probably not going to be able to see this, but I'm going to describe it to you in the best way that I possibly can. On the A side here, it says Sophist est Eternus, and on the B side, it says, and I quote, Hate Legion Disciples Worldwide Unite. I don't know about you, but I fucking love when record labels, records, vinyl, have that thing on there with the dead wax. It's so fucking cool. It adds a lot of mystique and character to what is being brought forward with vinyl releases. And I love when they put etchings on the dead wax of any sort of release. It just looks cool and it feels right. I love that. I love that they did that with Death Angle Absolution. Seriously insane stuff, not for the weak. And last but not least, I had to end this one with a very well-known name within the war metal world. I don't know if you see on the top right of your screen, but I have a blasphemy flag right there. It's not really folded all the way, but I had to make it look right just to fit the status quo of how things look on your computer screen or however you're watching this. If you're wondering how I got that, I got it because of this. This is Blasphemy with Fallen Angel of Doom. This is the Die Hard edition put out by Nuclear War Now Records. What can I say about this that hasn't already been said by many other people before? The gold standard of war metal. A lot of the stuff that you hear in war metal, black death metal, whatever layman terms you want to use, is because of an album like Fallen Angel of Doom. And for many, many years, this album had been getting a bunch of bootleg treatments, fake versions, fake CDs, fake records, fake tapes. But Nuclear War Now went that extra mile to make sure that this album was going to get properly reissued and put into print for a very long time to come in CD and vinyl formats. And I'm really happy that they did that. Of course, it's on this nice little sleeve spot gloss on here, the classic black version of the artwork. You have the band members themselves, the track listings, side darkness, side impurity. Fucking intense. Comes with a lyric sheet. You got the little angel playing the horn here. You have the credits and lyrics, so you can sing along and have a great time with your war bros. Just jamming along to this stuff. I'm gonna slide this in here back if you don't mind me doing that. Comes with a nifty little poster. Fold-out poster of the artwork. You got the band members on the back here. Comes with a sticker too, but I'm not going to show that because I have no use for it. I'm going to leave it in here. And it comes on a nice little red vinyl. Red vinyl here with Blasphemy on this side, Blasphemy on the other side. Side impurity, side darkness. But yeah, if you want to know the origins of how war metal started, or how things became what they are, listen to something like Fallen Angel of Doom. This is a mandatory classic, and it's one of the greatest of all time. Seriously incredible album. Go check out Fallen Angel of Doom. Buy this version, buy the white alternate art version, whatever tickles your fancy. So now that I've shown all the records, feel free to stuff your junk back in your pants and go on about your business until I decide to do another vinyl video, which I will have plenty more to do in the coming weeks and months ahead. So, yeah. I'm going to leave you links in the description box to some of the selected bands that I mentioned in this video. If you have any of these vinyl releases, let me know what you think of them, how you feel about them, and we can go from there. So, have a great rest of your weekend. I'm going to conclude this video. Thanks a lot for watching. Thanks for checking out my channel, and until the next time, Army Ho out.